welcome to today's video. As the title may have already told you, in today's video I'm going to be giving you a very detailed breakdown on how I shoot my content for YouTube as well as Instagram. I'm going to show you my shoot setup, my camera, my lenses, what softwares I use, what lights I use. I'm also going to give you glimpses of how I edit my content, not just shoot it. I'm going to show you and tell you about the softwares I use to edit my photos, and also the software I use to edit my videos, which seem to be highly requested questions from you guys. So if you want a detailed breakdown of everything I just said, let's dive into this video. I'm starting this video with the disclaimer that I have just finished filming another video for you guys, which is a beauty video that's going up on my Hindi channel. So if you see mess lying around, I have deliberately not cleaned it because I literally want to give you guys an idea on how messy things get around here. So please don't mind it and please don't hate on it. I'm literally giving you guys the real insight as to how shit goes down around here. So let me turn around and show you the setup. Okay, my office is always pretty messy. If you guys have seen my office tour, you guys know the layout of this room. So I'm really going to dive into things and break down and show you what's kept and how and why I place things the way I place them around here. So let's just understand first of all that this is my pani. It's completely inconsequential to the video. A few memory cards lying around. I have a mirror, I have my laptop, and I have my iPad set up over there. If you're wondering why that drawer is lying open, it's because things are connected to cords over there. I have my spare battery charging and I have my hair iron kept there that's cooling off from an initial use, so I don't want to like burn myself. So things are just lying around. Also, things can get messy around here. I have a lot of makeup sitting here from what I just shot, FYI, and the reason I've left it there is for you to understand that I'm usually sitting in this chair and I'm facing this way. So I have my mirror right there and I have all of my makeup sitting right there. Okay, so from here, first thing I'm going to do is go here, which I'm guessing is what most of you are, well, mostly interested in because everyone asks what do you shoot with. So I have a ring light and as you can see, it's on right now. As you might also notice, there are no other lights over here. So I don't shoot with any other soft boxes, etc, that I know a lot of other people film with. I literally have only this one ring light, and the reason I guess why things look so nice and bright all the time is because the wall I shoot against is a plain white wall. No, I do not have a studio set up in my office room over here. It's literally just a plain white wall, which was a huge requirement of mine when we moved into this house. So one of the things I knew I absolutely needed to do was have one nice plain white wall that I can shoot against, and which is why I kind of left this bare. So that wall that you're seeing at the back, which is my window wall, has the blinds. I have shot a bunch of videos over there in the past when I initially moved into the house. This wall here is a mirror, obviously, and then that wall has the couch and the mess and the things which we will not dive into because my mother will call me and yell at me. So ring light, let's talk about this baby just a tad bit because I'm pretty sure you guys are interested. This ring light basically has really easy controls with which I can move the settings up, down, dim things out. I can also go ahead and there's a button at the back. So when you press the button and you switch things up, it can also become a yellow light, which I don't really tend to use. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera. Yeah, I think you can tell on camera. So suddenly things have gone really warm around here. They aren't as bright. I'm gonna go ahead, one second. I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture so you get a proper understanding of how yellow is looking. Okay, we're back on white, so I'm taking one more picture so you get an idea of how both of them look different, and I'm gonna pop them up over here for you to compare and see. So this is the ring light. It's resting on a stand that has an adjustable height. I bought this ring light in 2017. I think I paid about 10,000 something for it, but I want to add a disclaimer and say that ring lights nowadays are a lot cheaper. There are a few that I've actually shortlisted on Amazon. Those of you who have been following me for a while know that I was supposed to move into an office space early this year, which lockdown obviously has cancelled or delayed. We'll find out with time, but I have shortlisted a few ring lights on Amazon, so I'm going to link those for you guys down below in the info box. So yeah, basically that's about the ring light. Now this one is from a brand called Yedoblo, but I haven't been able to find it again, but I will refer other ones to you guys basis my research in the info box. Now we will come over to the next most highly asked question, which is, camera. What do you shoot with? Okay, so the camera that I'm shooting with is a Canon. This is a Canon 6D Mark II, as you can see over here. I bought this 2 years ago, and what you're seeing on it is the kit lens. Kit lens is basically like the default lens that you can get the camera with. I have the 24-105 lens over here. Those of you who are new YouTubers, new bloggers, I highly recommend this lens for you, the 24-105. If you're wondering why I'm recommending the 24-105 for new content creators, it's because the 24-105 can go really close, and at the same time it can also shoot really well from a distance if you want to zoom in and stuff. So it has a lot of dimension. It can give a lot of depth. The really popular other lenses that people use are 35 and the 50, also the 85. I own all those 3 separate block lenses. Slightly technical for the non-content creators, I'm sorry, but for the content creators this information is going to be really useful. I'm a huge fan of the 24-105 because it includes, as you can see from the numbers 24 to 105, you can put your setting at a 35 or a 50 or an 85. So it does the job really, really beautifully. Also, when you buy the camera with the kit lens, the lens turns out cheaper as opposed to buying it on its own later. So keep that in mind if you're a new YouTuber or you're a new blogger, please. Okay, now if you're wondering what the hell is this wire that Aanam has on, I'm going to tell you that this is basically a tethering cable, and it is going into my laptop over here. Can you see how my charging cable has a tape on it? Oh my god, can you ignore that please? So basically this tethering cable is over here, and I'm going to show you what it does. Okay, so what the tethering cable does is that you're able to look at me on camera right now, and I'm able to check whether things are in focus by looking at it on my laptop over here. So this is a little bit of inception, I guess. I have the Canon software set up here on my laptop. You can do this with a separate monitor, but I didn't want to buy another gadget extra because A, those are expensive, and B, I didn't find the need in space. Where do I put it? So since my laptop is here anyway, I decided to just go ahead and use it. You can see and control all sorts of settings over here, from the light. See, suddenly dimmed the hell out of myself. And I'm setting it back up to the original. You can also see how much space there is over here. So I feel like you get complete control of your shoot and your requirements, everything right here. Which reminds me, I should not forget. I shouldn't land up forgetting about talking about this little vlog camera now over here. It's my go-to favorite baby. I vlog with this. I love it. This is the Nikon Z50. I love this baby. It's just a camera that is absolutely fantastic. I know I've talked about it quite a bit in the past. I have associated with Nikon before, and they did send this camera to me, but this is not a sponsored video. I mean, I'm talking about Canon and Nikon as well. So I love this Nikon camera. I love that it has this little pop-out thing which makes my life really, really convenient while vlogging. This is absolutely fantastic in the vlogging zone especially. I have filmed this to shoot full-fledged videos as well. I use this mostly to vlog, and I'll tell you what the biggest thing I'm excited for is when I start traveling again, I will no more need to carry my big fat SLR, that one there, which I used to initially. This camera in particular comes with you can get a little adapter, which I have gotten, which can sit on the camera lens over here, and you can plug in different lenses. So even if I want to vlog, create fashion content, travel content, this small body will do the heavy duty job as well. Yep. Also amazing battery life, so I'm kind of sorted in that. I have extra batteries for both of my cameras, and I do recommend that you definitely invest in extra batteries, extra cords, extra memory cards if you can. They will be huge lifesavers. Like someone like me lands up filming at least 2 videos at a time. Like I just shot a makeup video and now I'm filming this. So if you run out of battery, you have to wait for it to charge and all that. Whereas when you're in a zone to talk or you're in a zone to film, like you're in that creative zone, you want to keep at it. You don't want battery to be the restriction, is my point. And that's what having extra memory cards or extra batteries can do for you. Okay, now that I've shown you what all I film with, I want to tell you what I edit with, which is an even bigger question, I think, because people are like, shoot to hum phone pe bhi kar lenge, hum edit kahan pe kare? And for that, I'm going to tell you there are 2 softwares that I use and I love. I will also give you alternates for the editing video. So first off, for the photos, you guys know, if you know me, you know this. If you follow me on Instagram, you know this. I am not into heavy duty editing of photos or videos at all. The only thing I do literally with my photos is I will fine tune the contrast, fine tune the lighting, very rarely. For my travel photos, sometimes I will enhance certain colors, and I've recently started playing around with curves, and this is all on the Lightroom app. Now, I don't use Photoshop to edit photos. I literally only use Lightroom, and I edit with the Lightroom app either on my phone or on my iPad. I prefer to edit on my iPad quite a bit because it just gives me more screen space to see and use. Apart from that, I have the Apple Pencil, which I should show you. I'm sure you guys have seen this with me at some point. I have this little Apple Pencil. I have the iPad first generation one, which I think is about 11 inches. And then I have the first generation Apple Pencil over here that come in really handy for me to go ahead and get precision on controlling light, contrast, shadows, depth. So I basically just play with all of those settings on Lightroom. In all honesty, I've actually created a few presets of my own of sorts. I don't know how to download and use other people's presets. I want to start doing that, but I haven't been able to do that yet. But you can kind of like save certain settings that work for you as presets on your own device, and that's what I've done. So for photos, that's my advice. I always want my photos before and after to look the same but better. You know what I mean? Almost like my lips but better for your lipstick. Sort of in that zone. So I will enhance a few things here and there and tweak a few things here and there, but I definitely don't like, for example, I don't use Facetune because I feel like if I'm putting a makeup post out there, I want you to see how actually blended my makeup is, not how much an editing app can blend my makeup for me. You know what I mean? So I'm a little bit of a real girl advocate in that sense. As I'm looking at the laptop right now, I'm realizing my screen is a little warmer than when we started out, so I clearly haven't reset the lighting correctly on my ring light. Please ignore that. Okay, so now let's talk about video editing. And first off, I have to tell you, a lot of people get intimidated by the idea of using video editing softwares. You need not be. I started editing, so I edit on my Mac. The laptop, by the way, in case I didn't already mention, the laptop I have is the MacBook Air. I used to have the MacBook Pro really long ago, and I think my laptop needs an upgrade because it's been crashing on me just a little bit. So I might get the MacBook Pro soon. Let's see. I'm trying to delay that at the moment. But basically the softwares stand the same. If you have a Mac, what I would recommend is iMovie if you're a starter. I love using iMovie. I have used iMovie so much while I was in college and when I started my YouTube channel, and I believe there is an iMovie Pro. I have not used it or tried it, but I've heard about it. But the software that I actively use is FCP, which is Final Cut Pro. This is an Apple exclusive software. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. It is a paid software. You download it from the Apple Store. I paid $24,999, which is almost 25,000 rupees for this a couple of years ago. The good thing about it is that if you download it, like you buy it once, on that Apple ID, it works across multiple devices. So my team, I have a full-time editor who works with me and he edits half the videos and I edit half the videos. I didn't have to pay for the software twice. So that's a really amazing thing. Obviously, can you imagine paying for it every single time? That would be too expensive, okay? So that is the one good thing about it, that yes, it is a slightly hefty software to put out there, but it's also really great that you can use it across multiple Apple devices. Having said that, I also want to put a little bit of an add-on note over here. It is not a difficult software to use. I'm a self-taught FCP user. You look at a couple of tutorials on YouTube, or if you're familiar with iMovie, it's pretty much the same thing. It's honestly really easy to use. Personally, I find editing videos therapeutic. I enjoy editing my own videos. I edit all my vlogs, and then everything else my editor and I kind of split between ourselves. So yeah, that's like a really fun thing. I feel like you need to take a little bit of time to obviously get used to the software, which is just like any other app or software that's out there, but it is one that you really start enjoying over a period of time if you like enjoy your work and enjoy that creative process. That brings me to the end of this video where I've shown you everything I've got, from what I use and how I use and how I shoot and edit and all of that. If you have add-on questions, especially related to the content creator space, go ahead and ask me, talk to me about production, talk to me about everything down below in the comment section, because I am here to answer stuff for you guys. In addition to which, I'm actually thinking of doing more videos like this for new creators out there, like different ways to earn money or different, you know, do's and don'ts in this space. So please let me know in the comments if that is something you guys might be interested in, if I have enough new creators watching this content. All of this comment below and tell me reminds me that the webcam comment shout out for this video goes to Ashima Singla. Thank you so much for talking to me always in the comments, you guys. I'm always reading, liking, hearting and responding to you guys. I'm making a point to respond to every single comment. So please come talk to me down there and turn those bell notifications on. Please help my channel become more discoverable by hitting that like button. It is really important to help make my channel more discoverable, and I hope that you guys will share this with your friends, share this with your content creator friends if you are looking for help across topics like this. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, found it helpful. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye guys.